What's up, guys? It's me. I'm back with another video. Real quick, um, there might not be a lot of videos coming this week because I am on vacation. So this video is gonna get uploaded, whenever. Anyways, I actually have something that I think is really interesting to talk about, and I'm curious as to what you think. So, real quick before we get started, if you like the video, don't forget to like it, drop a comment, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys with the support lately. I know it hasn't been, you know, it's out of the norm of what I usually do. Actually, no, not really. But regardless of the fact, I appreciate the support. So yeah, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Anyways, so here is something interesting that I have just recently been recently brought to my attention. So we all know that AI is a huge thing that is, on a lot of people's minds lately. Why can't I get this guy? Okay. Oh, because that's why. Oh, I forgot. So what has been brought to my attention recently is with the benefits of AI. Um, uh, there is an AI generated comedy special of George Carlin. Now, for those of you that don't know who George Carlin is, he was a very controversial, comedian back in his day. Back in his day, just in general, he was always, talking bad, like talking about government, religion, all that stuff. But he was also regarded as one of the greatest stand-up comics to ever live. He was one of my favorites. So it just recently came out that some I forgot who, but I'll put the link down below so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Someone has created an AI generated George Carlin stand up special. Now, I will give them credit. They do anything and everything in the beginning of the special to state they are not George Carlin, that it is AI generated. They repeat it multiple times, all this stuff. So there's no confusion that, that is George Carlin, because obviously it's not, because we all know it's not. Um, so I, being curious, I listened to it, and I've watched a lot of George Carlin specials and stuff like that, and I gotta say, for um, for AI, they nailed the voice, they nailed the cadence in which he spoke. Um, there are some weird things about it, but it actually wasn't that bad. Honestly, I gotta say it wasn't that bad. The material was actually pretty good. The whole thing was AI generated, including the audience. The audience was the worst part about it, if you want my opinion. The AI audience was horrible. Um, but I gotta say, like, it actually wasn't that bad. So yeah, like it wasn't that bad. Like honestly, like again, like I said, like I get what the actors were fighting for when it came to likenesses and AI and all that stuff. I totally get it now. I totally understand it. We don't know what the terms of the actors agreement was, but if they were able to set up where they could get royalties for any AI produced content after their death and stuff like that, this could potentially mean, that especially when it comes to like, people that are in, stand up or, um, especially music too. Um, this could potentially mean like your favorite artist, if something happens to them and they die tragically or they die young, that doesn't necessarily mean that that'll be the end of um, their career, I guess you could say. So, you know, like the George Carlin stuff, like, you can tell that it was AI. You can definitely tell it was AI generated, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it was actually not that bad. and the special is called "I'm Glad I'm Dead." And if you are a fan of George Carlin, and it was possible for him to, create a stand-up special after he died, like realistically, like that's something that he would actually name it. So, um, yeah, I think, you know, people worrying about AI taking over everything. I don't think it's all going to be doom and gloom. I think there's going to be some good things about it, and I think, you know, stuff like that for when, comedians, actors, musicians, and stuff like that after they pass away, if they can make it so that way everyone is taken care of, um, compensation wise and money wise, then I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad idea. So what I was thinking is, if you're able, like, if this technology is able to be, used and improved, so that way it could be used by the common person for, and you're able to train it on, on normal people, then that means that when someone that you love and you care for passes away, theoretically, you could, um, make it so that way, you can create an AI of them, so that way after they pass away, like they're able still to, like, that you could still talk to them. Like, I know, not everyone would be like into that, right? Not everyone would want something like that, because, sometimes, because not sometimes, but because losing someone, hurts, and sometimes, even, you know the best AI, won't, replace like the loss of an actual person. But it could help, because I know me, if I was able to do that with like my grandparents, right? I totally would, because, just think of like the things, like, if you've lost someone, and this has gotten so morbid, and I'm sorry about that, but like, if you've lost someone, think of the things that they have missed out on, right? Think of the things that have, like, gone on in your life since then. And if you were able to share those moments with them, you know, wouldn't you not want that? So, with me, like, I have a lot of footage of myself online, honestly. I do. Because I have the streams, I have the YouTube videos, and that's gotten me thinking, like, I'm not first off, I'm not talking about like replacing myself with AI, like on the channel. I'm talking about like training an AI so that way, God forbid something happens to me, or like eventually when it comes to the time where it's my time to go, have something like that, so that way, like, the people that I care about, it can help them, or like they can talk to me or something like that. Like, maybe I'm crazy. If I'm crazy, then like please let me know. But it's just something that I was just thinking about. Like, I feel like it'd be something nice, like nice that, like, you could do, and it could help people. It could help people grieve. It could help people, process things, because, you know everyone processes things differently. And I know that, like, um a lot of people, if they had the opportunity to go back and speak to a family member that, is no longer with you, then they would do that in a heartbeat. So, it's just something that I've been thinking about, and I think it's such a cool idea, because if they're able to do that with, obviously celebrities, it's all just a matter of time until, they can, until, like, normal people can do it. And I have a feeling, like, I feel like I've seen something like that before, where they're, um, like, they're doing something like that, but I'm not sure. I could be crazy, but like, I feel like it'd be such a good idea. And, you know, for like it's quite possible that, like, my kids, growing up, they could end up having like an AI version of me, that when I'm gone and something happens, like, they can still talk to me, like, when they're, when, like, it gets to the point where, they're old enough and they have grandkids, and their and like, and their kids have kids and stuff like that. Like, You know, like I just think it's really cool. You know, I think that like AI has so many good so many good, you know, possibilities. I think it'd be cool. You know, I think it'd be cool to be able to talk to an AI model of someone that I care about after they're gone. And yeah, that's been on my mind for the past like two days ever since I heard it. So, anyways, tell me what you think. Yeah, I know AI is a very touchy subject, but it's just something that I can't stop thinking about, and I just think it's really cool. Let me know what you think. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, let me know what your thoughts are. You know, if I'm you know completely missing something, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.